Master throws it up. Ryder against Saltamarchio, tries to get it down to Camerotto, can't do so. Keating coming through the pack, slips over at the crucial time but gets a paddle along only as far as Hill. Stacks on the deck there, and I think the umpire McMaster will come in and take control and ball the little leather piece.
Throw it up.
Ball up, throw down.
That's right, that's what it is.
Used to drink those throwdowns. Up goes Saltamarchio. A big punch away, but only to be sharked there by Jamie Collins, who's on fire at the moment for the Corio side. Well done by Ferguson, I think it is. No, it's Hill. Hill getting the ball out, looking for vacant space. Collins tries to run onto it, can't do so. Tries to butter up again as Buckingham, but Keating chipping in, looking for a clear possession, does so, gets it, kicks it long into Smith. Smith in turn looks for Baker, can't get a possession there, and fairly wise footy there from the number 18. Mentioned earlier, Kelvin Gray, one of the better backmen in the league, and
he's been around a bit too, Peter, so he's fairly experienced.
Look for the option and actually put it through for an own point. Now this guy, I do believe, is possibly one of the best kicks in footy, John Stefanowski. Nice little chip kick, but I have seen him kick 60 metres on the trot. Gets a quick punch over to Lynch. Lynch again in turn looks to chip the ball down to Williams, and Williams takes an uncontested mark in front of Collins. Collins hands in the air, gets a smother. Williams tries to butter up, and Inthavong tries to go through the pack and cops one high, and will take the free kick. Half-back flank for the Eastern Suburbs side.
What's happened?
Away it goes in front of the number 6 in Nathan Murray. Murray pushes it forward. No clear possessions again. In goes Cockrell. Ian Cockrell can't get it out. Does so now, but only to a pack where Ryder tries to pick it up. He's grabbed without the ball by Kelvin Gray, and gives away a free kick. Ryder in turn takes possession, looking across the ground, tries to chip it across there to Onturk, can't do so. Through the number 17 for the Corio side in Ricky Lazarus, he takes the ball and kicks long to a unmanned player there in Alford. Alford plays on quickly, pushes the ball down further. Collins chipping in again. He's all over the place, Collins. He's in every position going, I think, at the moment. Has a ping at goal, but only as far as the points, and bags himself 1 point. Jamie Collins.
Okay. John Stefanowski. See how long he kicks this time. Another short one this time into Camerotto, into the pocket. Takes the mark, looks around, goes back. A little uncertain what has to do. He wants the umpire to bring him back. Now he kicks the ball. Kicks the ball out to a leading player. Dives for the ball, but only pushes over the line, and we'll have a throw in on the 50-metre line on the far side of the ground. Umpire, little fella's got a lot of work last quarter. He's going to get it again this quarter. Then he comes, throws the ball up high. The two ruckman body on body again. Pushes the ball out by Ryder to the number 50 player. I think it was a Ryder was actually. There's a long kick out from the defence there from those Suburbs. Ooh, that hurts. Inthavong runs on a beautiful play. He's a good little player, this guy. 2 bounces. Looks for a third one, steadies, kicks the ball inside 50. Sean O'Leary goes to the ball, puts to the ground. Sheridan, no free kick, works in hard again. Adam Sheridan, good work, Adam. Pushes the ball out to Cryer. Good defence there again by the Cryer players, and that was Onturk. He looks a good little player, Peter, to me, that Onturk.
Been around a while.
He's been around a while, yes.
Too high.
And has been forced over the boundary line for another throw in. Yeah, I think he was North Shore at one stage, wasn't he?
He's in his early 30s, and I think he's been the backbone of the Corio side for
throw in now. The two ruckmen again, body on body at Saltamarchio this time, pushes the ball out. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. No, play on. Camerotto gets the ball, pushes it forward. Sean O'Leary, you've got to be in front, Sean. Good mark by the Corio defence there, standing firm.
He played in Corio's premiership on Turk, Peter.
Yeah, kick onto the wing. The players set themselves there, and it's a nice mark there by the number 3 player in Shelley. He's played for them for a while as well.
The eggshell.
Yes, looks for player in the centre. Has got to be, plays on. Got a bump just as he kicked it. Kicks it forward. It's a nice mark by Saltamarchio at centre half back. On the left foot, out to the half forward flank. There's a couple of Eastern Suburbs players here, and it's a great mark taken out there by, I just can't see his number there. Kicks the ball into the centre of the ground. Sean O'Leary.
Nathan Murray it was.
Behind again. Sean O'Leary gets on the left boot this time. Adam Sheridan dropped what he probably should have taken. Drops. Got to be pushed the ball out the Corio play. I was just about to get it out. The Corio's defensive once again stands firm. Camerotto works hard in the middle. Lovely handball over the top here to
Singleton.
Singleton onto the right foot. It's a wobbly kick into the forward line and bounces all over the place, and I think it's gone through for a point and will be registered a point on the scoreboard. Yes, it was a bit wobbly, that wasn't it? It was a bit...
It was a shocking kick.
It was a hard way to get the ball down there.
Trying to kick it.
Yeah.
He was trying to kick half a torpedo.
There was a comedy of errors there. Adam Sheridan could have picked it up. Sean couldn't get to it. And there was probably a chance went biggie.
Okay. Corio fullback Matt King looking to bring the ball into play. It's interesting that none of the fullbacks have really started kicking long until now. And there's a ball that's gone 60 metres out.
Mark.
Salted to Markio, put his body in front of the pack and has taken a very, very good mark. Quickly looks for Irving in the centre of the ground. And
a great mark.
And that was well done. He stood his ground and copped a bit of a scon on the noggin from Corio player there, and quickly plays on, choose the option not to have a kick goal. Handballs to Camerotto. Camerotto tries to bust a pack, can't do so. Pushes the ball over to Daniel Singleton, who blazes away at goal, and all he really does there is put it into the car park for a no score.
And we've got Adrian McCormick down here on the boundary line sitting next to Mick O'Leary coaching. But the coaches don't take any notice of him.
Everyone likes to be a coach, Noel. You know that.
Not me.
Corio looking for options, can't really find anyone, but the coach says, well, kick it to me, I'll give you one. Darren McNamara takes the ball right in the goal mouth, plays on very quickly onto the left, looks for Calvin Keating, finds Calvin Keating at centre half back. He in turn quickly looks down the ground and finds Lazarix running through the ground. He picks the ball up, and a great pass and a great lead there from Paul Smith at centre half forward, and takes a great mark. He looks quickly, turns, plays on, and looking down the ground, he's found Nick Borman. Borman probably 30 metres out from goal, fairly acute angle.
There was a great transfer of play there, I felt, from the Corio side. They moved the ball beautifully, didn't they?
Well, it was basically untouched all the way down.
Exactly.
Good leads and good passes. Big Borman looks to shred the needle, but almost. He's just got a little bit of willow on it.
Just shaved the post.
1 point on the Raiders bingo scoreboard. Sees the Corio side push on now. A bit of inaccurate kicking. They're 3 goals 7 to Eastern Suburbs 1 goal 3. Stefanowski, long kick out. I think it was actually Hill kicked it out. Made plenty of ground. Balls come to ground. No clear. Ryder tries to pick it up. Can't do so. Inthavong does. He plays on, but ball's been called back. Was a clear possession. There was no chance there to play on. And,
it's a trip. Yellow card.
No, it was an elbow.
Yellow card, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's got the number 3 Darren Shelley for an indiscretion, and shown him the yellow card. We won't get into what it was or what it wasn't, but it was a yellow card, and he'll have 15 minutes, I think, Noel.
I think you might be right, Pete.
And 50 metres.
Deja vu.
And Kiao Inthavong takes possession and looks for Sean O'Leary leading out from full forward. He can't get the ball, but the number 20 for the Eastern Suburbs in Dean Lynch tries to. No, he's turned away, and King for the fullback for the Corio side, he kicks it clear, only as far as one of his teammates in Ricky Bingham. Bingham, he too plays on down the far wing, but only as far as Chris Gemmell. Gemmell in turn looks for Singleton. Singleton turns onto the left, big kick down, only to a pack of hands, and the ball is punched over, and we will have a throw in front of the scoreboard on the far side of the Richmond Crescent ground.
That's the Geelong Fire Sprinkler Services scoreboard too, a very good sponsor of the GDFL.
It is, young Andy.
Suburbs go forward. There's a long kick into the forward line. Where's Sean O'Leary? He's behind, and there's a nice mark taken by King, I think it was, in the back line there.
Well, that's either off or 50 metres.
It's Darren McNamara, actually. Now it's
King. I've got it right now, Peter. Kicks the ball out to the half back flank. Which Corio player runs onto it.
Ian Cockrell.
Daisy Williams.
That's 50.
Daisy Wilson grabs him by the leg. That's got to be 50, but it's not. There's a nice mark taken in the centre of the ground by the Corio player. Presenting himself for that.
I can understand, Laurie, I can now understand why Eric gets frustrated.
Gentlemen, please, we are playing football, not criticising.
Lazarus, is it?
Ricky Lazarus.
Lazarus kicks the ball. Lovely kick, lovely way to kick out the Keating. Gets the hands the ball. And he just sees over the line for another throw in. Right in front of the press box.
Okay, we've just got some scores from around the ground for those that are listening in. Quarter time scores at the Belmont Bellpost Hill game. Bellpost Hill 7 goals 3-45, leading Belmont Lions 4 goal 1-25. That's a 20-point lead at quarter time. The Bannockburn Werribee game, as Paul Smith, I think it is, has taken a mark 25 metres out from goal. We'll just wait on that kick at goal from Smith.
And he's not quite directly in front, is he?
It's pretty close.
Pretty close to directly in front. He's kicking to the city end of Richmond Crescent.
Paul Smith onto the left. I think he might have pulled it across. Stefanowski will get the free kick there. And we'll go back to the scoreboard. Bannockburn Werribee leading Bannockburn at the moment 7 goals 3-45 to 5 goals 1-31.
And a 50.
And a 50 metre to Stefanowski. North Geelong and Thompson 2 goals 2 North Geelong, Thompson 5 goals 2. So at the moment the leaders are Bellpost Hill, Werribee, Thompson, and the game here we still haven't got a score from Geelong West Cricket and Footy and Anarchy. Laurie, back to you. Okay,
the ball now is on the wing, rider. It's going to be a free kick to Suburbs. Braniff. Oh, that's a great mark in the pack at centre half forward, right on the point of the square.
It was a good strong lead too, Laurie.
It was a good lead. Now he's got to do something with it. Some of his kicks have been a little bit wobbly. They're going to do something positive for the Suburbs. Comes off, not a bad kick this time into the forward line. It's Ferguson goes to the ball, off hands though. Indivog runs on it. Sheridan jumps on it. Looks a beautiful looking kick, but I think it might be one side of the.
It's one goal. That's what it is.
It's a goal. Lovely kick. That's a coach's kick if I ever saw one.
Well, I think that's the difference. You know, if you can afford, or Eastern Suburbs can have the opportunity of keeping him on the ground. Even if it is only in a forward pocket, the football mentality and the football brain certainly lets him do kicks around the corner and
yeah, exactly. That's what he said last week. You know, if he's going to play football, he has to. Yep.
And so therefore the score on the Raiders Bingo scoreboard is Corio 3 goals 7-25, leading Eastern Suburbs 2 goals 3-15. Ball thrown up in the air by umpire O'Keefe. Both Ryder and Saldamarchio try and get a possession. They can't do so. Ball's cleared out there by Alford. Alford pushes it across to a teammate there who looks for Smith down the ground. Smith can't get his hands on the ball and tries very hard to get foot to ball from the hands off the pack and can't do so, and it's rushed through for 1 point, a rush point there to the Corio side. They now move to 3 goals 8, which is they're really going into attack but not being able to get the score on the board. 4 points so far this quarter. Ball kicked long into play by Hill, only as far as Collins. Collins gets the handball back there through Ricky Bingham. Bingham pushing it back forward again, but only as far as Damien Williams for the Eastern Suburbs side. He looks long down the wing towards Sheehan. Can't find him, but can find the Corio player there in Bingham again. Bingham pushes the ball across to Alford. Alford looking to the far wing there, and only as far as Bowman. Bowman turns onto the right and pushes the ball down where it's been punched over the boundary line by the number 22 in Damien Williams for the Eastern Suburbs side. Good tough backman's work there, and
there's some good checking on the back line at the moment, isn't there? That Corio look threatening, just can't seem to break away.
Corio's doing all the attacking, and it's only seems to drift into the Eastern Suburbs attacking zone, you know, once or twice, and they have the ability to be able to score.
Oh, that's an Academy Award job from the Baker boy.
An infringement there on Paul Baker, I think it is, and he plays on quickly, pushes the ball out, then comes down to a leading Smith. Smith can't get control of the ball, but it can be controlled there by Sean Rundle, only to look for the safety of the sideline, and he's pushed it over about 50 to 60 metres out the city side of the ground, about the half-forward flank attacking zone for Corio.
I tell you what, I heard you while I was downstairs at quarter time, Peter.
I didn't say
and if
anything.
there's a breath of air out there, I can't feel it, and the trees aren't moving.
Well, why is this whole thing rocking?
Because you're big.
Ball kicked long by Eastern Suburbs into attack, but cut off there by Danny Ruck. Ruck, quick handball over to Onturk. Through another Corio player looking to come down the ground, but only as far as Salter to mark here.
Played a fair game this bloke.
He's played a very, very good game. Looks long, looking for Scotty Ferguson, can't find him. A pack of players goes up. Ruck leads him to the ball, as does Buckingham, and we have a 50-50 share of the footy there, and umpire Damien McMaster says, I'll adjudicate here and throw it up. Throw it up he does. Ryder and McMaster for the ball, but no quick control again. Ball gets pushed out. Camerotto tries to use weight and can't break through the pack. Paddles it forward through Sheehan, but Sheehan can't get control either. But a knock to the top of the scon to Stefanowski sees him take a free kick. He plays on quickly. Big handball out. Ball comes back through the centre of the ground. Gemmell looks for O'Leary. O'Leary caught behind there, can't get control, but King does for Corio. He pushes the ball out. Baker gets control. Looking for a stabbing pass, looking for a leading Collins, and Collins does lead well and takes a great mark in front of Sean Rundle. Baker, again, good lead, but can't get control of the ball. That was accidental, I believe, a bit of a knock to the top of the scon, but I think it was all in fairness there, and ball's been pushed over by the Eastern Suburbs side. No, it's come off legs, and there's a free kick.
Free kick to Keating. Keating puts the ball into the forward line.
Calvin Keating.
Calvin Keating. I'm not sure what's happened. There's a free kick to Corio player.
It's a make up for the one to the leg around the neck. I reckon he made a mistake, Peter.
Grundy,
Gundry,
that's the one.
Reg, it's Reg.
Reg, I thought it was. Little kick over the top. Really not a lot of advantage in that kick. Corio player swarms on it, and it's the number 1 Ruck. He's had a snip, and I think he might have missed this. Umpire indicates, goes for the shoulder, and that's going to be 1 point. Danny Ruck looks a good little player to me. John Stefanowski going back to get the ball to bring it back into play. And the scores are 2-2, 2-3. Suburbs to, I can't quite see him, 3-9, 3-9-27, Corio in front.
He's that man again.
Saltamarkia kicks the ball into the centre, and it's a top mark there. Bing. Bunts the ball for Buckingham. Bunts it forward, looks for the handball. Was good. The idea was there, but execution wasn't. Ball goes to the ground. Keating again pushes the ball out. Umpire blows the whistle. It'll be a free kick to.
Yeah, the free kick's coming back to Bolchagovic.
Thank you, Peter. I could see his name, but I couldn't read it.
He's only a late admission into the side. Keating thought he was going to have it.
I think he kicked into the cars. It's out of bounds on the fall.
Did he just come on?
Yeah, he did. He's only a late inclusion for young McNamara, who was forced out of the side through injury.
There's a top mark
Eastern Suburbs look to go into attack, but they only go into attack as far as Ricky Bingham, who takes a mark on central wing. A few leads coming on, none in particular, where Buckingham looks to chip in, can't do so. Camerotto tries to get possession of the ball, goes as far as Vallis. Vallis can't get control either, but Davey Peters can. Kicks the ball into the forward line. Adam Sheridan try and get control. He can't get it. Bingham clears for Corio. Over to King. King looking further afield for Alford. Alford can't get control of the ball, but Danny Ruck can. Ruck takes it. Looks for the handball through Alford. Alford quickly on to McNamara. McNamara turns onto the left boot, pushes down to where Baker tries to make position for the ball. Only in effect of punching it to ground. John Stefanowski picks it up for the Eastern Suburbs side. Ducks under a high one from Ryder. Long handball into Camerotto. Camerotto blazes away into the forward line where O'Leary sets himself with Braniff. No clear position there. Inthavong using weight and ducking and weaving. Long handball out to Buckingham again. There's a player, Davey Peters, calling for it on the far wing. Can't get it. McNamara does. Picks it up through the centre of the ground. A good handball there to Cockrell. Cockrell, long kick up to where Hill stripped in for the Eastern Suburbs side. He in turn picks it up. Looking again for Peters. Peters can't get control. Keating pulls him off the ball. Turns onto the right foot. Big long kick back into where Andrew Hill again puts his body in front and takes a good mark. No, it's actually Damien Williams.
Very strong mark there, Peter. Damien Williams now will bring the ball into the centre of the ground. It's a long kick. Players form. Ferguson goes to the ball, gets hands to it, off the back, running onto the ball. Lovely handball over to Peters. Peters should do something with this. Looking for the coach, Sheridan. He's got. Oh no, it's Braniff. Sorry, he's got the ball.
You were confused by the haircuts.
I was.
One's got and one hasn't.
That's exactly right. One's got a bandage on his leg
I'm
as well.
I'm not having a go at Sean Braniff, but I reckon he's modelled his haircut on my hair, no?
No, this bloke's modelled his hair on...
We'll see what sort of a kick he is.
Your Honour,
comes in, deliberate kick at goal. Oh, it's a wobbly kick that he's done most of the day. Ball drops into the goal square. The Ferguson pushes
Ferguson.
So the drop kick, that was a drop kick.
Top football for Scott Ferguson to push the ball over, and the resulting goal.
Daniel Singleton.
That was top effort, Peter.
Well, that was a great effort. And you know, I think Scotty Ferguson, he had a run with St Albans for a while.
Did
he? He's been around a bit. He's a good young fella, and you know, he could have tried to grab that and try and kick it himself.
Yeah,
then he could see that it was the goal square was open, palmed it down to Singleton, and was finished off. So we see the Raiders bingo scoreboard now goes to Corio, still leading by one straight kick now. Well, 6 straight kicks if you're looking at the way Corio's kicked it. That's 3 goals, 9, leading Eastern Suburbs 3-3.
Does he get 9 points for that? It was a drop kick.
seven, I think, in Super Rules. Ball back to the centre of the ground, thrown in there by umpire O'Keefe. No clear mark down, but it's kicked off the ground. Collins takes possession. He blazes it forward up through teammate in Lazarix, Ricky Lazarix, another inclusion into the interleague side. He in turn looks further afield, and I think he was looking for Danny Ruck, and he might have been paid a free kick there. He has, and Ruck plays on quickly, looking for the front of the 10-yard square, but Sean Rundle for the Eastern Suburbs side chips in and takes a good timely mark. He in turn looks to play on.
It was far too easy, that mark, Peter.
It was uncontested, yeah, and he quickly played on through Camerotto. Camerotto looks to put it back into the corridor, but only to find Calvin Keating there. Inthavong tries to lay a tackle on him, but Keating rolls away from the tackle and looks for a teammate, which he finds in Ricky Lazarix, and Lazarix is about 50 metres. He will probably kick from 55 metres out on a slight angle, and we probably don't need too many more scoring shots now. We're pushing well into the quarter. We're probably 23, 24 minutes gone at the moment into this second quarter. Ball chipped inside by McNamara. Finds Bingham. Bingham tries to measure a pass to Smith. Can't do so, and the ball goes over the boundary line.
They just seem to be losing the way around the half-forward line, Corio.
Well, actually, I reckon both sides are, Laurie.
Yeah, you're right too, Noel. They are, and I don't know what reason for that. I guess you give the credit to the defence, I guess.
Well, look, I've been slinging off at Mick Howard for the last couple of days ever since I saw he got a game back. But what I'd be doing, I'd be putting Mick Howard at centre forward.
Exactly.
He's a big boy.
Certainly worth the effort.
Ball taken control again by the Eastern Suburbs side, and it's been moved very quickly down the corridor, and only to see Sean O'Leary take a mark well outside the 50 mark.
No.
Quickly plays on, looking for Daniel Singleton. Can't find him. The ball goes free, and it's picked up there by Sheehan. Sheehan gets the call from Scott Ferguson wide. Ferguson from knees, back to Sheehan again, and he's had a ping at goal, and I think he's popped it through. Troy Sheehan. Good goal for the Eastern Suburbs side, and that keeps them in touch.
Very, very handy, Peter. Very, very handy.
It was good work all around. They really made hard work of a goal that should have been a simple one when they kicked it into open space up there.
Well, it's interesting, you two guys were saying that falling down across the half-forward line, Sean O'Leary actually took that ball inside the centre square.
Well, he's been moved out to centre half forward,
he's been pushed right up now, and Braniff's gone to full forward. So it wasn't working there now, and now it is. So ball bounced again, goes to ground, only to be picked up there by the number 5 for the Eastern Suburbs side in Mark Buckingham. He tries to get it clear, can't do so, but...
well, I reckon that's stuck in your head.
Well, last night it wasn't paid, so a free kick has gone to Will Rundle.
He was standing upright when they tackled him, and then he ducked his head.
Grabbed him by the top of the jumper. Looks downfield to Peters. Peters can't get control of it. Gets run into the ground, and he too will get a free kick. That was a little bit of a rough one from Alfred, but
Daisy Williams out here.
Takes a kick, passes over to Williams. Damien Williams looked to play on.
Isn't one step forward off?
Depends how quick the umpire is, I think. Williams about 55 metres out, looking for a lead. He gets one from Ferguson, ignores it, decides to kick a mongrel type of kick down the ground, floated and wobbled and all those kind of things, and went off Darren McNamara's chest and threw for one rushed point.
There was a good description of a kick, Peter, but I think it was about right. If the listeners could see that, there was a good description of a mongrel kick.
They used to call them mongrel punts, I think. They just roll any which way they want. Ball moved back in from Corio to the centre of the ground where Muck's been taken by Corio player there, looking for a lead. Keating gives him one, ignored. McNamara gives him one, that too is ignored. Then he does choose to go out towards the coach. McNamara drops what he could have taken. Buckingham looks to butter up for the Eastern Suburbs side, as does Camerotto. Turns onto the left boot, and it's let him down a little bit this time and popped it over the line and out of bounds on the full.
It's one of the things that disappoints me a little bit with Paul sometimes. I think he could make a bit of a fist of that. It was a very poor kick from the coach.
Probably 26, 27 minutes gone in this quarter. Another reasonably long quarter. As Shelley comes back onto the ground for the Corio team, he's done his penance and back onto the team. Big pack of players goes up, Salter to Markow at the back of them, pushes them all forward and over. McNamara tries to break through the pack, can't get hands away to Peters. Peters tries to play on. Collins chips in again. He's been a bit quiet the end of this second quarter. Gets the ball to Keating. Peters wraps Keating up and takes him to ground, and umpire McMaster has said he'll take control of the ball and we'll have a throw up.
Good contests there, weren't there?
Good contest, fairly quick.
Yeah, Keating's a good player.
Yeah.
He looks good.
Calvin Keating. Ball in the air, Ruck can't get it down. Camerotto tries hard. The two number ones going in very hard, as is Collins. Rundle tries to get the ball through, bustling and throwing his weight around. But with a quick flash, here comes Calvin Keating. Picks the ball up, looking for Smith. Kicks the ball down. Smith can't take control. Is jumped on by Andrew Hill. And the ball's going to be held in, and umpire McMaster will say, no, play on. And the ball's pushed forward again by the Corio side. John Stefanowski tries to get it. Salter to Markow there to help and shepherd out. Stefanowski now, big long kick. Clears the 50-metre line down to Buckingham, who puts his body in front and takes a very, very good mark.
Buckingham now about to bring the ball just on the other side of the square. Long kick. It's going to be straight to a Corio player.
Boom, boom.
Darren McNamara.
Who's playing a good game there too. McNamara kicks the ball out to the Corio player in the centre of the ground, looking for leads. That forthcoming at the moment. Yes, there's a short lead out here to Cochrane.
Cockrell.
Ian Cockrell. It's his brother, I think, or his cousin.
Father.
No, he used to play with Ian. He kicks the ball into the forward line. Camerotto no, it's not. That's Hill, I think.
22.
Williams.
Daisy Williams.
Over to Singleton. Singleton plays on very quickly. Tries to go round and does so, the Corio player there. Looking to centre the ball back into the ground where Sheridan flies. O'Leary tries to make his way to the front of the pack with Sheehan. Paddles the ball forward. Over they all go, and King, looking for the safety of the boundary line, pushes it over. Long blonde hair, flowing like Fabio, pushes the ball over the boundary line, and
Fabio,
a bit of safety there.
I don't know.
You know, it's not butter. Ball gets thrown in now.
Your mind. I think you've been infiltrated by Dick Philpott's mind.
In it goes. McNamara and Scotty Ferguson contest the ruck, and
good decision, umpire.
Ball comes over to Shelley and Sheehan.
What was he going to do, Laurie?
Because
what was the umpire going to do then?
He was going to call.
He was going to bounce it.
Oh, good. Yep.
As the siren goes now for half time here. Almost all wrapped up. 1 point the difference. Eastern Suburbs have just snuck over the line at half time, and presently leading the Corio side in a very low scoring game. Eastern Suburbs 4 goals 4-28, leading Corio 3 goals 9-27. We'll just have a quick roundup, and don't forget to stay tuned. We do have the Where Are They Now? It's Ian Curly O'Donnell, the leading legend from Raiders Bingo, and I think he had a bit of a run up around Barwon and Belmont and anywhere over there. Might have played with Highton under 11s.
Yeah, and he
And
There's some intelligence.
height and under 11s. Now, we can see right into the maps there. What we will do, we'll give you the scores again. Eastern Suburbs 4 goals, 4-28. Leading Corio 3 goals, 9-27. It is half time here at Richmond Crescent. Stay tuned for the Where Are They Now, and we'll be back in about